Hey everyone, this is Ellie, and here is a tarot exercise for you for the month of October in this year 2016. And so, what we will do is pick a number from 1 to 3, and we could just take a moment, close our eyes, put our hand on our heart, and tap in with ourselves. And you may find actually that you may not come up with just one number. Maybe you will, but go with whatever you feel. It may be 2 numbers, it may be all 3 numbers, but just trust what comes up for you and just make sure that you tune in though before we begin. And I am using exclusively the Major Arcana in the tarot. So the Minor Arcana touches on the more mundane, everyday details of life, which are very relevant, but the Major Arcana uses these archetypes that contain within them spiritual lessons. And so what we're aiming to do here is to find what particular spiritual lesson, as represented by these archetypes, you are advised to take a particular focus on at this time. Okay, so if you're ready, let's begin with card number 1. Okay, card number 1. The card for you is the Strength card. Now, this could have many associations to it, so I would advise not just listening to this video, but also looking up, if you're not familiar with this card already, looking it up on Google and seeing what other associations there are with this card. But I'm just going to share with you right now what is intuitively coming up for me. And what intuitively came up for me was the word courage flashed before me. And so I feel that if you've picked this card, that courage is something that you are advised to work on building, or rather than building, actually tapping into inside this month. And I love the word courage because the word courage also has the word heart in it. So, for example, cuore in Italian, or cor in French. I don't know that I'm pronouncing that correctly. But anyway, the root of this word has the word heart in it. So I love that implication. So maybe working on tuning into your heart as your source of strength, as your foundation, would really help you. Also, the yellow here is sticking out to me as significant for this reading, and so maybe you also want to work on your solar plexus and maybe all of the lower chakras, the root and the sacral as well. But I'm especially getting the solar plexus intuitively right now, and I'm also getting the heart, because as I said, the word courage has the word heart in it as well. And this is about power. This is about coming into your power and coming into your sense of inner strength. For some of you, this is, not all of you, but I'm getting that for some of you, this is about developing or tapping into your warrior self. And the warrior self stands very firm in who they are, and that does take a lot of courage. And to be authentic also takes so much courage. Standing as who you are in the world, I feel, is what this is about for a lot of you watching. Okay, so let's move to number 2, card number 2. The card picked for you is Death. And I got 2 things actually looking at this card when I turn this card over. The first word, which is very often used by tarot readers when they see this, is the word transformation. And I also got the impression of shadow work. And so I think this is quite appropriate actually for this time right now, because we have now entered the autumn season officially, and Autumn, I think, is a great time to do shadow work, to go inside and to look at our subconscious, the things that are hidden in our psyche, the hidden emotions, and also to look at the parts of ourselves and the feelings inside that we're not so comfortable with, that we disown, and to really work on accepting and integrating and feeling and expressing these things deep down inside of us. And I feel that that's where transformation comes in. I feel that that sort of process, if you would like to go ahead and do this process, I think would be really powerful and transformative for you. And actually, I don't feel that this is limited to the month of October. I feel that this is relevant for the whole, I was about to say the whole autumn season, but I think it could go even beyond that, even if you wanted to do that through the winter time, even through the whole dark time of the year. I think, yeah, it would be really good for you. And I'm getting that for some of you because this is a card that's ruled by Scorpio, and Scorpio is about like the deep, the emotions that are just so deep. I think that for some of you, this could have to do with deep emotions, some stuff also linked to events with the past. Yeah, very powerful stuff here. And yeah, I also wanted to just add that these are my intuitive interpretations, but please feel free to look up the card on your own and see what other keywords, key associations are with this card, and if they resonate with you, trust that those are what's relevant for you to focus on this month. But I'm also sharing with you what's intuitively come up for me. But by all means, you can do more exploration. I would recommend it actually to enhance and add on even more to this reading. Okay, so card number 3. This card is the World card, and you know, this feels very worldly to me. I know that I mentioned in the beginning of the video that this exercise was meant to really look at spiritual lessons, but I feel that it is still a spiritual lesson here for you, but it also connects very much to the material plane, the earthly plane. And what I feel this is about is this card signifies sometimes going through the trials and the tribulations and putting the work in. So learning the lessons and also building foundations, putting the work in, doing your homework, getting your responsibilities and tasks done, and then reaping the rewards and coming to completion and learning lessons and having victory. This card is ruled by Saturn, and I feel actually that the planet Saturn gets a bad rap. He's not considered a fun influence, but the positive side of Saturn is that Saturn is about doing what needs to get done, getting your homework done, addressing, not ignoring your responsibilities, and then reaping the fruits of your labor. And so I feel like this is the spiritual lesson that you don't gain something just by sitting around. I mean, there is some of the dreaming aspect and the magnetizing aspect and things like that in the manifestation process, but it's also good to balance that out with putting some legwork in and some consistent work. I'm getting that word also, consistency. Persistence and consistency, I'm getting. So that and really having like a set way with that in a balanced way, not overworking yourself either, will be really good for you, and you will see some success and some victory. So that is what is coming up for me. Now, as I mentioned with the other cards, this is just what's intuitively coming up for me. So I would definitely advise, if you're not familiar with the card, looking on the internet at other keywords and key associations with this card, and see if anything else also resonates for you, just to add to this reading. But this is what I have felt and what's come up for me as I look at this card. And yeah, so that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great October, and wishing you all a great autumn season, and I will see you all next time. Bye.